Storytelling.
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 Storytelling is what makes a great video. But writing a YouTube script with storytelling isn't easy, especially if you make educational videos like me. And so I'm going to show you the 3-act storytelling structure that I use to get retention graphs like this, a script writing hack that you can use to instantly increase retention by 5%, and for those who stay until the end, a free cheat sheet showing you how to write effective CTAs in your scripts. In a movie, the setup is where you're introduced to the characters, context of the story, and the stakes, like in Star Wars when Leia sent the Death Star information to Obi-Wan Kenobi. For a YouTube video, the setup is the hook, or the first 5 to 20 seconds of the video. It's where, as a creator, you'll want to establish who the video is for, the context of the message, and the stakes. A bad setup will look like this, and a good setup will look like this. And here's how to do it. First, you'll want to grab the viewer's attention by establishing the problem that you're going to solve for them. For example, there are niches that earn YouTubers millions of dollars just from ad revenues. Then you're going to introduce your video as the solution to this problem and the stakes of what they'll miss out on by not watching, like this. So I'm going to show you how these niches make so much money, insights from a creator earning a $30 plus RPM on his gaming channel, and how to replicate his success on your channel. And finally, you want to action them into watching your video with a final nudge like this. And I'm also going to reveal the one mistake that most creators make that absolutely kills their ad revenue. By doing this, you will have created a high-quality setup that introduces the character of the story, which in this case is your viewer, the context of the story, which is the topic, and the stakes, which is what they stand to lose if they click away. And here's how to take the storytelling in your scripts even further with a new software I've been using called Riverside. The Star Wars movies were filled with stakes, high-quality fights, and insane special effects, but they were also filled with incredible dialogue helping to set the scene and engage the viewer. And so, by incorporating talking headshots and interviews into your video, you can achieve the same effect. The problem, however, is that most recording software doesn't provide the tools necessary for editing, and for the ones that do, it consumes way too much time, energy, and costs a ton of money. That's why, to truly enhance the impact of interviews in your videos, you'll want to start using Riverside. It gives you the ability to record your headshot content and A-roll to the highest degree possible, as well as interviews at full quality. How does it do this? Well, it records locally on both your and the interviewee's side. It then uploads whatever you record directly to the cloud, where it gives you quick access to AI tools for creating accurate and attention-grabbing captions, as well as improving the quality of your narration audio. What's even better is that Riverside has the Magic Clips feature, which takes moments from your talking head content or interviews and uses AI to create highly engaging short-form clips that you can share on every social media platform. By using this software, I have personally experienced a 65% reduction in editing time, along with a 230% increase in quality. Achieving such results would typically cost a few $1,000s. The good news is that you can enjoy these benefits too by clicking the link in the description and using code NateWealth at checkout to get 15% off. So stop losing quality on your interviews and start saving time with Riverside. And then you will have set up a high quality foundation for Act 2, which is the confrontation. The confrontation act is where the main character begins his adventure at the start of the movie and confronts the bad guy, like when Luke set out to save Leia and met Darth Vader for the first time. For a YouTube video, this is where the viewer is confronted with the information from your video. Structure this section correctly and you'll hold retention from beginning to end like this. Do it incorrectly and you'll find people drop off throughout the video like this. So here's how to do it properly. First, you'll want to start your script by creating an outline. For the video I did on finding work as a thumbnail designer, I did it like this. Section 1, what makes a great thumbnail designer? Here, we will address the foundation of what makes a great thumbnail designer. Why? Because this is the most logical first step in finding clients. Section 2, how to contact clients. Next, I build on the previous section by showing them how to use these skills in acquiring new clients. Step 3, how to ask for referrals. And finally, I show them how to use their existing clients to bring on more clients. And you can see by using this structure, we are building each point on top of the previous point, creating a chronological story that logically follows a beginning, middle, and end, and we aren't leaving with something being missed. It wouldn't make sense in Star Wars if Luke started the movie by defeating Darth Vader without any training, and it wouldn't make sense for a thumbnail designer to secure clients and referrals with no skills either. So the key is to have an outline that logically flows throughout. So when creating an outline for your videos, make sure it follows a logical path with points building off of one another. And this doesn't have to be difficult. For example, the first video I posted on this channel literally followed a step-by-step process, which is just another simple way of creating a logical and chronological way of flowing through your script. But it doesn't stop there, unfortunately, because now you have to actually write the content. And to really make the story as engaging as possible, you'll want to include transition words like and again, and then, but, then, which help keep the story moving as you transition from point to point and chapter to chapter. For example, on my most popular video on this channel, how to edit viral videos, after discussing the meat of the video, I immediately transitioned to the next section with this sentence. For an answer now, onto the fun stuff. This not only transitions the viewer, but also sets up a new curiosity gap as viewers now want to see what the fun stuff is. Finally, you'll also want to make every sentence provide value so that your video doesn't have any boring parts that people will click off of. And by doing that, you'll prepare yourself for the final act in the 3-act structure, which is the resolution. For a movie, the resolution is the climax of the story and where we are given the final payoff for what was set up at the beginning of the movie. In Star Wars, we were introduced to the Death Star in the first scenes and are then given the payoff when it blows up at the end. In a YouTube video, the viewer is given a setup during the hook of the video and then is given the call to action to something outside the video and then the final payoff before finishing. For the call to action, you're going to want to address the problems of the viewer and then present yourself as the solution. But that's too much to cover for this video, so if you do want to learn how to write and convert call to actions effectively, then head to natewealth.com/emails or click the link in the description to receive my guide on doing so for free. Now for the final payoff. During the opening of the video, I told you that I was going to increase your retention rate by 5% with one simple trick. Now I'm going to pay that off. Let's say you have a 10-minute video that includes a 30-second call to action. By simply removing your drawn-out conclusion, you will increase your average view duration by 30 seconds, which is an extra 5%.
So for the resolution act of your video and the script writing process, deliver the payload and then quickly end the video like this.